It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chargers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. Turns this to the 22.
Throwing on first down. Conway. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for L.A.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Conway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Conway. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play there for L.A.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Flushed out right.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. 7 yards, the pickup there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Conway. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Conway. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches. When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Fourth down.
Come on, fellas.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Eckler. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Conway. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Conway. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. From the gun, Conway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got a man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. To throw on second down, Conway. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a signal and a timeout called, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All day.
So we have reached half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Herbert throwing again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
They're killing us there.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Herbert back to the air. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll check that down to Carson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's played well. Good 1st half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on second down. Conway, open man, Higbee, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Looking to throw. Conway. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Conway. Flush to his right. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now it's Carson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Carson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, it's Carson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still here. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Conway.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
But touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Conway. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back to throw again. That is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Gonzalez's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Herbert on first down now.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
53 is the Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They can't hang with us. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And let's pin the mirror.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A big offensive explosion helped leading.